Smith & Wesson 4506-1, wielded by Crazy 8 and Breaking Bad's pilot, is a stainless steel beast chambered in .45 ACP, holding 8 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. Its 50-meter effective range fits the tense close-quarters standoff where Crazy 8 forces Walter to reveal his meth recipe at gunpoint. It was introduced in the late 1980s. The 40-ounce pistol balances hefty stopping power with accuracy thanks to its double-action single-action trigger and modernized trigger guard. When Walter seizes it after gassing Crazy 8 and Emilio in the RV, he fumbles with the safety in a failed suicide attempt, exposing his inexperience. Later, Jesse dissolves the gun in hydrofluoric acid to erase any trace of evidence, a shady nod to their cover-up. Used models are going for between $600 today, setting the average price at $906. This pistol's glorious presence sets the stage for Walter's growing arsenal, just reflecting his slow but sure descent into crime. Glock 22. The Glock 22 is Hank Schrader's trusty DEA sidearm. It is a 40 S&W powerhouse carrying 15 rounds plus 1 in the chamber, perfectly suited for the high-stakes busts he faces in Breaking Bad. This bad boy's got a 50-meter effective range, and you really see it shine in Season 2's Grilled. Hank's got his Glock 22 locked and loaded, hands steady as a rock, while he's hunting down Jesse's car to Tuco Salamanca's hideout, pure DEA grit on display. Since its debut in 1990, the Glock 22's been a go-to for agencies like the DEA. Why? It's reliable as hell, weighs just 25.6 ounces, and that safe action trigger keeps accidents at bay. Hank wielding it, that's the law's answer to Walt's growing chaos, especially in that wild Tuco shootout. You can snag a used Glock 22 today for $500 to $600. A solid deal for a gun that screams duty and justice. Paving the way for the series' next level of firepower, Beretta 84F. The Beretta 84F is Jesse Pinkman's first choice sidearm in Breaking Bad. It is a compact .380 ACP pistol with a 13-round magazine plus 1 in the chamber. It is ideal for the scrappy, street-level survival that defines Jesse's arc. This little beast has a 50-meter effective range, perfect for the tight, chaotic corners of Albuquerque's meth game. You see it in action in Season 2's Peekaboo, where Jesse's gripping it, heart-pounding, as he faces off with Spooge to take back stolen product. In Season 5, Mike uses a suppressed Beretta 84F, which is a different model from the one Jesse used, to kill his former subordinate Chris Mara, and later threatens Lydia Rodarte Quayle with it. This suppressed Beretta 84F is a distinct weapon from the one Jesse possessed, and Mike does not use the original Beretta 84F from Season 3 and Season 5. At just 23 ounces, this 1980s double/single-action jewel balances concealability with punch, and its decoker lets Jesse carry it safely, fitting his underdog style. Caught between Hank's authority and Walt's cold-blooded ambition. That slick stainless finish? It's got Jesse's wannabe tough guy vibe written all over it, even as he's barely holding it together. You can grab a used 84F today for $400 to $600, a sweet deal for its compact reliability. While Hank's Glock 22 screams law and order, Jesse's Beretta 84F is all about surviving the meth world's escalating madness, setting the stage for bigger guns as things spiral. So what's your take on Jesse's Beretta 84F? Does its sleek design match his chaotic journey? Drop your thoughts below and hit that like button if you're loving this Breaking Bad gun breakdown. The Heckler & Koch Mark 23, Mike Ehrmantraut's weapon of choice in Breaking Bad, is a .45 ACP Titan with a 12-round magazine plus 1 in the chamber, built for precision and intimidation. Its 50-meter range and optional suppressor are tailor-made for Mike's ice-cold surgical takedowns. Picture him in Season 3's finale Full Measure, dropping Gus Fring's enemies with that calm, collected vibe of pure pro. This 43-ounce beast, crafted in the 90s for the U.S. Special Ops, boasts a match-grade barrel and modular design, sometimes rocking a laser module that just screams Mike's get-it-done attitude. Compared to Jesse's scrappy Beretta 84F, the Mark 23's hefty frame and $2,500 price tag are next level, perfectly matching Mike as Gus's right-hand enforcer. That weight soaks up the .45's recoil, keeping shots tight when it counts. As the meth game ramps up, this gun links the street hustle to Gus's high-stakes power moves. What's your take on Mike's Mark 23? Does its precision match his cool-headed style? Like and subscribe for more gun breakdowns. Ruger LCR. The Ruger LCR is a compact .38 special revolver. It becomes Walter White's desperate choice in Season 4's episode titled 38 Snub, illegally purchased to protect himself as his empire unravels. Holding 5 rounds with a 25-meter effective range, this 13.5-ounce snub nose is all about staying hidden, perfect for Walt's paranoid headspace as he schemes against Gus Fring. Launched in 2009, its lightweight polymer frame and butter-smooth double-action trigger are built for fast close-up defense, though that stubby barrel means accuracy drops past 25 meters. You feel Walt's shift from chemist to cornered kingpin in face-off, gripping it under the table at Gus's restaurant, sweating bullets. Unlike Mike's slick Heckler & Koch Mark 23, The LCR's low-profile vibe fits Walt's desperate scramble. Running $500 to $600, it's a best alternative for staying under the radar. This revolver shouts Walt's spiraling chaos, setting the stage for heavier firepower. Colt Gold Cup National Match. The Colt Gold Cup National Match, a .45 ACP pistol wielded by the cousins Marco and Leonel Salamanca in Breaking Bad, is a custom-tuned firearm with an 8-round magazine plus 1 in the chamber, boasting a 50-meter effective range. Its polished stainless finish and custom grips scream cartel flair, perfectly matching the cousins' menacing style in Season 3's episode titled 1 Minute, where they silently stalk Hank with these handguns drawn, their chrome glinting under the Albuquerque sun. Born in 1957 for competitive shooting, this 37-ounce 1911 variant rocks an adjustable trigger and match-grade barrel for dead-on accuracy, ideal for the cousins' cold, calculated intimidation. Unlike Walt's sneaky Ruger LCR, the Gold Cup's bold, shiny design oozes the cousins' brutal cartel confidence. At $1,300 to $1,900 today, it's a collector's gem that screams Salamanca swagger. The Beretta 92 FS Inox is a 9mm pistol with a 15-round magazine plus 1 in the chamber. It is a sleek, stainless steel favorite among Albuquerque's meth dealers like Combo in Breaking Bad. Its 50-meter effective range suits the street-level shootout scene in Season 3's Half Measures, where Combo's crew wields it to project power while pushing Walt's blue candy. Born in the 80s and picked up by the US military as the M9, this 34-ounce beauty rocks a smooth double single-action trigger and that shiny Inox finish that's straight up Hollywood. It's reliable, packs a high-capacity mag, and gives dealers like Combo serious firepower without the cousins' in-your-face Colt Gold Cup flair. The Browning High Power, Jack Welker's primary sidearm in Breaking Bad's 5th season, is a 9mm classic with a 13-round magazine plus 1 in the chamber, delivering a 50-meter effective range. Wielded by the neo-Nazi leader in Ozymandias, this 32-ounce pistol suits his old-school outlaw persona, its blued steel and walnut grips exuding a timeless menace as he oversees Walt's capture in the desert. Crafted by John Browning in 1935, the High Power's single-action trigger and rock-solid design made it a military resort worldwide, delivering the bull's-eye precision Jack needs to keep his crew in line. Unlike the shiny Beretta 92 FS Inox of Combo's dealers, the High Power's low-key menace matches Jack's cold, pragmatic brutality, tying the cartel's flash to Walt's desperate endgame. At $1,000 to $1,500 today, it's a collector's prize for its history and performance. The AMT Backup, a tiny .380 ACP pocket pistol with a 5-round magazine plus 1 in the chamber, is Jesse Pinkman's discreet lifeline in Breaking Bad's intense 5th season. Its 25-meter effective range and ultra-compact 18-ounce frame make it perfect for concealment, reflecting Jesse's paranoia as he navigates the fallout of Walt's collapsing empire in episodes like Gliding Over All. Born in the 1970s by Arcadia Machine and Tool, this stainless steel, double-action-only gem is built to slip into a pocket, not to win firefights, fitting Jesse's desperate need for a low-key defense while he's on the run from Jack Welker's ruthless crew. Unlike Jack's old-school Browning High Power with its commanding presence, the AMT Backup's pint-sized frame screams Jesse's raw vulnerability, a far cry from the flashier Beretta 84F he once carried with a bit more swagger. At $300 to $500 today, it's a niche collector's piece. As the series charges toward its brutal climax, this little pistol captures Jesse's frantic fight to stay one step ahead of death. The Taurus Model 85 steps into Breaking Bad's 4th season when Jesse Pinkman slips it to Mike Ehrmantraut, a quiet gesture of loyalty as they navigate the dangerous web around Gus Fring's empire. This compact .38 special revolver with its 5-round cylinder is built for close encounters, packing reliable stopping power for the show's escalating showdowns. Its 2-inch snub-nosed barrel caps the range at about 25 meters, perfect for tight spots like Gus's Super Lab, where Mike's calling the shots. At just 21 ounces, this Taurus handles the .38 Special's 800 feet per second punch with 158 grain loads like a champ, keeping Mike's aim steady. Since the 80s, Taurus has kept this revolver simple stainless or blued. Collectors can snag one today for $300 to $400. While Season 1's beefy Smith & Wesson 4506-1 set a raw tone, the Taurus Model 85 signals a shift to compact strategic heat as danger closes in. Rifles and carbines. The M4A1 Carbine. The M4A1 Carbine bursts into Breaking Bad's 2nd season as Tuco Salamanca's weapon of choice, unleashing full-throttle cartel power during his explosive confrontation with Walter White and Hank Schrader in the junkyard. This compact assault rifle, chambered in 5.56 NATO, slings high-velocity rounds at 2,970 feet per second from its 14.5-inch barrel, packing a 30-round Stanag mag for rapid-fire dominance and close-quarters chaos. Its gas-operated selective fire system flips between semi-auto and full auto, letting Tuco spray suppressive fire while the beefy SOCOM profile barrel keeps things cool during sustained bursts. Rocking an ACOG scope in the show, it's deadly accurate up to 500 meters for picking off individuals or 600 meters for blasting vehicles, a nod to its 1980s US Special Ops roots. At 7.5 pounds loaded with a collapsible stock and modular rails, the M4A1 is built for the wild, vehicle-bound skirmishes that turn Walt's meth trade into a brutal turf war. Tuco's aggressive trigger work screams cartel mayhem, marking a leap from low-key handguns like the Taurus Model 85 to heavy-duty firepower that amps up Albuquerque's underworld stakes. Civilian legal semi-auto versions run $1,000 to $1,500 today. The Remington 700 emerges in Breaking Bad's 4th season as the chilling tool of cartel sniper Gaff, embodying silent, long-range menace during Gus Fring's calculated power plays. Chambered in .308 Winchester, this bolt-action rifle holds 3 to 5 rounds depending on the magazine configuration, delivering pinpoint accuracy with a muzzle velocity of around 2,800 feet per second. Its 24-inch barrel and sturdy 7-pound frame keep shots rock-steady past 800 meters, perfect for the cold, distant intimidation Gaff brings when he's got Gus's operation in his crosshairs. Born in 1962 from Remington, this legend's been a go-to for military snipers and civilian shooters, with a customizable stock and trigger that Gaff probably dialed in for those tense desert standoffs. Unlike Tuco's loud and proud M4A1, the Remington 700's quiet precision screams Gus's icy, methodical control, shifting the story from gritty street brawls to full-on cartel warfare. You can grab a used one for $500 to $1,000 today. Shotguns. The Mossberg 500. The Mossberg 500 is a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun that brings serious menace to Breaking Bad Season 2. With a capacity of 5 to 8 rounds, it fires buckshot effective up to 40 to 50 yards, perfect for close-quarters intimidation. Clovis, a gritty figure in the meth trade, wields a sawed-off version, its chopped barrel making every move feel like a gut-punch threat in Albuquerque's rough-and-tumble underworld. Priced at $400 to $600, it's a budget-friendly beast that's tough as nails, built for asserting raw dominance. Compared to Crazy 8's sleek Smith & Wesson 4506-1 in Season 1, the Mossberg 500's blunt, no-nonsense brutality signals the show's leap into bigger, messier risks for Walt and Jesse as the meth game gets uglier. That iconic ka-chunk pump-action sound and rugged build steal the spotlight in a tense Season 2 standoff, cranking up the stakes and paving the way for heavier hitters like the Beretta 92FS as the story dives deeper into chaos. Clovis's sawed-off Mossberg is pure street menace, a loud warning that the days of small-time deals are over. The Remington 870. The Remington 870 is a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun that stands as a symbol of law enforcement muscle in Breaking Bad Season 1. Holding 4 to 8 rounds depending on the model, it delivers buckshot with an effective range of 40 to 50 yards, ideal for tactical operations. DEA teams carry this classic, built for reliability and high-pressure busts, priced between $400 and $1,000 depending on configuration. Unlike Crazy 8's gritty Smith & Wesson 4506-1 or Clovis's in-your-face Mossberg 500. From Season 2, the 870 is the law's heavy hitter, its rock-solid build and no-nonsense design shining in tactical raids that put the heat on Walt's fledgling meth empire. That unmistakable K-chunk pump-action sound screams authority, a stark reminder of the feds closing in on Walt and Jesse's operation. Its rugged utility bridges the street-level chaos of Albuquerque's underworld to the DEA's relentless pursuit, setting the stage for bigger guns like the Beretta 92FS as the stakes skyrocket. This shotgun's raw power embodies the law's iron grip in the early days of Walt's descent. What's your take on the DEA's choice of the 870, the showstopper, the M60 Machine Gun? The M60 Machine Gun is the earth-shattering star of Breaking Bad's final episode, Felina, where Walter White unleashes his genius in a blaze of calculated chaos. Chambered in 7.62 NATO, this belt-fed beast can carry 200 to 1,000 rounds, spitting out rounds at a blistering rate with an effective range of 1,100 meters. Weighing over 23 pounds, it's a heavy-duty weapon, not meant for the streets but for battlefields, costing $40,000 or more for rare, transferable full automatic models in the civilian market. Walt, ever the problem solver, mounts it in his car trunk with a custom remote-operated rig, turning it into a devastating tool that wipes out Jack Welker's neo-Nazi crew in one unforgettable, cinematic moment. This isn't the small-time grit of Crazy 8's Smith & Wesson 4506-1 from Season 1, with its .45 ACP punch for tense basement deals. It's not Clovis's shortened Mossberg 500, a 12-gauge shotgun built for intimidation in Season 2's escalating chaos. Nor is it the DEA's reliable Remington 870. Carried by tactical teams to counter the meth trade's rising threat, the M60 is on another level, a symbol of Walt's evolution from a desperate amateur to a mastermind orchestrating his final act. Its thunderous roar and relentless firepower reflect the culmination of every choice, every betrayal, and every step deeper into the criminal world. In Felina, the M60 isn't just a weapon, it's a character. Walt's engineering prowess shines as he rigs it to a motorized platform, controlled remotely to maximize destruction while keeping himself out of the line of fire. This setup is pure Heisenberg, meticulous, ruthless, and unforgettable. The gun's presence ties the show's arsenal together, escalating from the personal, close-spaced firearms of early seasons to this apocalyptic machine that ends the series with a bang. It's a stark reminder of how far Walt has come and how much he's lost. As we look back on Breaking Bad's weapons, the M60 stands as the pinnacle, dwarfing the sidearms and shotguns that came before. It paves the way for reflecting on other iconic pieces, like the Beretta 92 FS, which we'll see in the hands of key players as the story's stakes climb higher. The M60's cinematic legacy is unmatched, a fitting end to Walt's journey. So, what's your take on this insane finale weapon? Did Walt's M60 rig blow your mind? Hit that like button, subscribe for more Breaking Bad gun breakdowns, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.